Hello everybody and welcome back to Sagevivor Season 4 Hogwarts. We are coming into this episode hot with our second swap, so everybody is on a different tribe now. We're still sticking with the names Potters versus Weasleys, but everybody is switched around, so I will post that updated cast list now for you guys to see that, and then we'll kind of go from there. We will kind of get into everybody's confessionals this one because there is lots of things to catch up on, and this is the start of a crazy phenomenon, which I will not tell you the name of it until after it's done because I don't want to give it away, but it's a crazy phenomenon in this game that we have discovered. So we will get into all the tea and all of that good stuff momentarily. Make sure to smash that like button to show your support for the series and consider subscribing. It helps not only myself, but it does help the cast of Sagevivor, because the better that Sagevivor does, the more that I can put into the series. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go ahead and jump into the episode.
Alright, I'm filming this on my phone, so bear with me here. But I'm fucking on fire. I'm on fire. I have 2 extra votes, and people know about one, they don't know about the other, and I don't give a fuck. We're not playing Scaredvivor, we're playing Survivor, or Sagevivor. That's what it's called, Sagevivor. And I'm saging the bad juju out of this game, poop, I have a sage stick, I need to go find it. But, girls, why? He's like, oh, I need the extra, the wands, I'm in trouble. No offense, and I mean this, in the nicest way, but I don't freaking know you. I don't know you, and you're not even on my team. You didn't really, we didn't talk, we didn't vibe. So, I kind of hope you go home. I don't want 800 Hufflepuffs here. No, get some of my numbers out of here. You're not my number anyways. Plus, don't beg. You're serving, Liz begging for Applebee's. And I'm like, no. So now I'm like, you know what? I wasn't going to spend the 200 points to get the other extra vote. But it was there and available. And why am I going to let it go to somebody that's going to get voted out anyways? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I'm just kind of playing for, funsies. I'm trying to cause a little bit of, ha ha ha. I talked to Max about how Blueberry told me that Ruthie was mad that he changed their poster. And, just little fire there. If I can just, I told people about Dex, how fucking, oh my god, I can't even English right now, how Casper told me that Dex was mad and talking bad about people in the VC. I told everybody that if you tell me something, I'm airing out all your dirty laundry, because the more drama and chaos there is, the better I think it's going to be for me. Plus, now I have 3 votes. I can, if we swap, this is ideal scenario, we swap into a tribe of 6 or smaller, I'm going to have the power to do whatever I want, and people aren't going to be happy with me because I'm not going to beat around the bush. But yeah, I'm super excited to actually be playing the game now. I don't think I'm very long for the game, but that's why I'm going to go balls to the walls while I'm here. Why am I just going to continue to stay in the background? That's boring, and I'm not on the boring vibe anymore. I'm here to fucking either play and make it pretty far or get fucking yeeted pretty quick, but at least know I tried to do something. But thanks for coming to my little confessional. Yeah, let's we'll see what happens. This might be the last one because I might not be here after this episode. Bye.
Okay, Sagevivor, episode 6. We are back. So I'm just gonna start because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. So before the actual episode started, which I didn't get to, Ruthie told me, what did Ruthie tell me? Ruthie was in the, I think it was staff room with Bliss, and what happened? Bliss said what happened at the first swap tribal, where from what I got, Max was basically the swing vote between Kathy and Bliss, but if Max went with the Gryffindors to vote out Kathy, Bliss, they would have gone to Rocks, which, Max was justified for voting out Kathy in that, 6-4. But Bliss was in trouble, and it was between Bliss and Hunter in the second tribal, which is, okay, my lighting just looks weird. But it was between Bliss and Hunter for the tribal, and Hunter went, which is good. So, we get to the episode, there's a swap. Oh my god. It was so shocking my camera fell for the 5th time this season. There was a swap. And honestly, I don't like the swap. I'm away from Oofies. I just said that out loud. I'm away from Ruthie mainly. That's worrying me a little. But I'm swapped with AJ for the 3rd time. or technically swap second. You know what I mean? I've been with AJ this whole time. Dylan, which love that. Bliss, which yeah, that's what I was saying. Gary, who I played an org with like a month or two ago. Like we were like chill, but like yeah, I don't know. Matthew King, who I played Among Us with like a year ago, and he made his audition video in a tornado. Max, which, yeah, we'll get there. Memo, which, yeah, we'll get there. And Tyson, which, I don't know, like, I've not spoken to him in a while. But, so, the night of the swap, I VC with, it was like Tyson left after a bit, but it was mainly Bliss, Matthew, and Dylan. And those three, low-key, I was so awkward in that VC, but like we ignore that. I really like those four. But Dylan, like, he's like probably my best ally on the swap tribe. He is so charismatic, dude. He is gonna kill, like, I know it's so early to say this, but he's gonna kill everyone in like a final tribal. Like, I don't know, like, he could be like 5 people's number ones right now, like on this tribe. Like, I'm so dead ass, like, probably. So I need to watch out for that. I just have to hope that Dylan is actually like being honest with me and saying like he wants to go far with me. But yeah, so we get to the comp, and it's like the weird wands comp. You got 5 wands between 2 people, and you have to like split them up. So basically, my partner was Wrath, and he made like this really weird like thing. Low-key, I wasn't reading all that, but like I gave all 5 my wands to Wrath so he has an idol piece, but we ended up winning 22-13. I have not been to a single tribal. It is soon to be final 17. I've missed the first 7 tribals of the season along with AJ. We're the only 2 people that have done that. I kind of like, I don't want to like, I don't know. I don't want to like throw a challenge, but like 7, dude, like I want to do stuff. Like, it's in, like, I'm top 17 out of 24 at this point, and I've done like almost nothing. But like, I guess that's good because like, I don't know, like, I'm safe, I guess, but like, I kind of want to do stuff. But like, I don't know what I have to talk about because like, I'm trying to think. The comp, I wasn't done with the comp. So Wrath was like, he's talking about picking another duo and saying, we're gonna have another person get 5 on our tribe for an idol piece, and he's gonna get an idol piece, so it's gonna like even it out. And like he said, basically we were winning anyway. I don't know how much I believed him, but we won, which, okay. So, oh, also I heard the Gryffindors are like, y'all, it's on site. Not really, but like, I've heard Dex, I've not been swapped with him yet. Dex is like crazy, I've heard. Like, he's like, yeah, he's like Max, but like on steroids. Like, that's what I got from that. But I'm trying to like talk about more stuff because I don't want this to be short, but I don't have a lot to talk about. Like, okay, we swapped, I guess. Oh, okay. So basically, I went back to our common room and none of our points have been spent. And I went there with AJ and Max, so the 2 people that were on my tribe already. And I want to buy an idol piece. But like, I don't know. Like, I think if I buy an idol piece, it'll be like so obvious if that happens. So like, low-key, like high-key, low-key, I want Andy to be voted out at this tribal. Because I barely, actually no, I lied. I'm only in an alliance with Andy. And yeah, no, I lied about that. But like, AJ and Max are here in the common room right now. And low-key, honestly, I think even if they go, they'd assume I bought something. But like, I already have an idol piece, and I want to buy the other one because we have 200 points. I've gotten 150 of them. Like, I think my purchase would be justified. But like, I don't know. We'll see. I might have a second idol piece in a few episodes. That's honestly probably it, because I think I've just been like rambling on and on. So, see you guys in episode 7. I will not be going to another tribal. I will not be going to a tribal for all of pre-merge, honestly, at this rate. But yeah, see y'all.
yeah, I get paired with Aaron. I'm like, oh, perfect. Gryffindor, we have a decent relationship. I already know a lot of tea about Aaron because Bliss was just spilling all the tea about Aaron. And saying like, oh, there was the 6-4 vote with Hunter, and then he was meant to vote, and then he didn't vote with them, and Dex was being messy, which is not shocking to me because Dex freaking screwed me over. In the first vote, like, I put Dex number 1 on my trust list, and then he's like, yep, you know, we're good. And then Dex goes and tells Pixel that, oh, maybe we should vote out ties. I don't know. Dex is messy, and it is what it is. And everyone in our little VC, when we got onto the second tribe swap, they were all just saying, oh yeah, Dex is messy. So I'm like, oh, sorry, Dex. But you did come for me first. But I didn't say anything negative about him. Anyway. So anyway, essentially when I was like on this little swap, on this challenge with Aaron, I was like, oh, perfect. This is a great opportunity for us to talk some great strategy, because I just know Aaron was in some hot water with certain members of the cast. Not too bad, just, I know, like, you know, Bliss was talking about him. Anyway, I'm like, give my spiel to Aaron. I'm like, yeah, you know, blah, 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 like, let's swap some information, let's be on the same page. And then Aaron, I don't know, he just didn't reciprocate, in my opinion. He was just like, yeah, you know, I think we could play like a challenge to get the ones, or, you know, I'm concerned about tribal immunity. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, you know, I'm happy to give you my 5 wands. I would have been gladly gave him my 5 wands, and he can keep the idol piece and give the idol piece to me. But it just, I don't know, I just didn't feel the like almost urgency I was what I was putting down. He didn't pick up, and then I sat there, and potentially I'm just like a little burnt out, so maybe I'm just going to play more of a messy game this season. But I was just like, oh, fuck off then. Like, you're not getting it shit. You either give me 3 wands or you get no wands. So, I don't know. It's just, I was literally like extending my olive branch out to him. I'm like, let's, he could have just straight up lied and said, yes, you know, let's work together. Yes, I'll take the 5 wands. We'll have the idol piece together and merge. We can talk about this more. But he just didn't do that, and it kind of pissed me off. Not in like a negative way, it was just like, fuck you then, you know, you don't get nothing. Moving on. I'm not necessarily against Aaron now, but I don't know, I just kind of like lost my patience a bit and said, alright, well, none for you then, none for me then, and you lost, so good luck. Alright, that's probably enough recap. So I haven't been back to tribal in 3 votes now, so I don't know, there's really not much strategy talk on my end. I'm just trying to get to know each tribe swap or cast as best I can. I think I'm definitely feeling the effects of orgs, like since coming back to orgs in 2023. I give like my whole like soul and body to always like I was just runner up of yeah, I think I'm feeling a little burnt out, and I'm not just I've played back to back orgs ever since coming back to orgs in 2023. So yeah, I think I'm feeling the effects a little. I think it is a little bit impacting my game. Generally, when things are in my time zone, like it's never been an issue. I've never not made the jury or end game of orgs. So yeah, I'm hoping to pick it back up. Like, definitely feel people like Bliss and Wraith. You know, I'm like okay with them and cool with them. They're very social and they're very connected, it seems, and they're playing games online and they're inviting me to play the games, but I'm like, ugh, I'm just doing my own thing. And so I don't know, I'm hoping to pick it back up. You know, I haven't had a reason to when we go to tribal yet. I'm unsure if I'm on the bottom, but I'm not necessarily on the top, which is where I like to be generally. So we'll see. Also, I haven't played a Survivor game in a very, very long time, so Big Brother, I'm used to be in the know of information. Obviously, you have all access to all house guests at all times. And Survivor, you don't. And I'm getting used to that. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm really good with this person, but they're on a different tribe now, so that's confusing to me. So, and I'm not sure. I guess I might be wrong, but I feel like in Big Brother, it's a very kind of more flashy game, and Survivor, it might be a bit more subtle. I mean, I guess it's about alliances, but then voting blocks, so I'm actually don't think I'm in the worst position, but I'm hoping in Merge and bring it back to a bit more of a majority position, so we'll see on that. And I'm obviously not going to quit or anything. I'm all burnt out, and after this org, I'm definitely going to take a break, but yeah, never quit. If you mess with me, you do too, so yeah, we'll see how that goes.
So, fun update. So, other than my Slytherins, I now have another alliance with some claws. So we called it the Songbirds and Snakes Alliance because we all love that movie so much. And because, I mean, technically me and Wrath are Ravenclaws, but we were in the Slytherin house, so it's us two, Ruth, my Jane Austen sister, and Andy, my almost partner when he got his wisdom teeth taken out. So I really like our group, so I'm really happy to keep working with them going forward. And it's nice to have Claws on our side, given they're pretty much the house that's been, well, the only one not in trouble this whole entire time. So it's really cool. And we got to talk to Bliss. I miss Bliss so much. We talked with her and Momo, and we all grouped together. So even though we lost this challenge and we're at tribal now, it was for a good cause. So as of now, we got enough shards that we have an idol in the Slytherin house to protect us, which is great because poor Bliss, she's been in so much trouble every time she's gone to tribal. So this way, it'll make sure we all stay safe no matter what, and they don't know about that. And then we had a deal with AJ and Blueberry. So the shards that AJ was going to send to me, I had him send to Blueberry. And we have a deal with him that Blueberry is going to get an idol, and we're going to work with him. So technically, the Slytherins have 2 idols among us now to keep us safe, and we're just kind of laying low, basically trying to stay allied and nice with us, and just make sure nobody targets us so we can all make merge. And then we can finally start making some moves because we got some idols to save. So, woo! I'm so happy. We're finally in a good place in this game.
Hey guys! Oh my god, okay, so it is time for my video confessional update. My shirt says, "If sleeping, do not disturb," and you know what? This shirt is so real, okay? If I'm sleeping, you better not fucking disturb me. Unless you're my alarm clock. Alarm clock, if you're listening to this, please wake me up because I need to wake up for work and shit. Anyway, so let's kind of talk about what's going on. So we recently just swapped, and let me just say, like, I didn't get fucked over this swap. Last swap, I almost got fucked over last swap. I was in a 4-3-2-1 minority, okay? I'm the only Slytherin, and all 3 of my other bitches were on the other tribe. And I was upset as fuck. I was like, there's no fucking way that this just happened. And then I guess I rubbed Aaron and Dex the wrong way on day 1. Which, I mean, Aaron, if you're going to continue, like, talking about Christianity when I said I didn't want to talk about it, and, like, try and talk about how it's so helpful, like, I don't need that. I was in a private Christian school for 2 years. It was the worst 2 years of my life. I do not want to think about that. I don't even want to talk about that time of my life because that was a time in my life when I was the most suicidal I've ever fucking been in my entire life, and I do not want to even think about it again. So I don't need it, dude. And then with Dex, it's like, he took it the wrong way. That ain't my fault. If you're gonna ask me for my opinion on something, you better not get pissed off about it. If you ask me for my opinion and then you get mad about it, like, that ain't my fault. You asked for my opinion. So anyway, so I guess I rubbed it the wrong way, and then I almost got voted out in a blindside versus Kathy, which I don't get. Which, by the way, like, this has a test of my social game. Max chose me. Like, he could have chose Dex, because he was really close to Dex. That was, like, one of the things that he told me. It was like, I thought, like, you and Dex are really chill. You guys were two of the people I loved the most, and I chose you. Well, that's pretty much what he said. Well, he did say the actual first part where he's like, you two are really chill. I loved both of you. But then he chose me over Dex, which I'm happy, because that tests to me in my social game and how I'm playing. So I'm glad that he was on my side for that. Otherwise, I probably would have gone home. But either way, Kathy was also involved because she didn't text him. So thank you, Kathy, for being inactive. So here we go. I don't know why I'm talking about past shit, but I guess I'm just doing a little review. Then we came the Hunter vote, unanimous. No need to elaborate further. I did lie. I will not lie, because I never reached out to him, but I told everyone that I did, and he left me on red. I did that, and it worked, because people believe me, and it's a white little lie. It didn't hurt anyone besides Hunter, so... And maybe Dex and Eric, but... we don't talk about it. So then we swap. And I'm on the try with Memo! I love Memo. Or not Memo, Memo, whatever. I am happy that I'm at least with another Slytherin, because I miss my Slytherin bitches, man. And this is my thing. They're giving me so much information. They're giving me so much, and I'm getting them little. And the thing is that, like, I'm getting them so little, but then again, they're also one of my most trusted allies. But I'm not really close to them. I won't lie. If I have to, I'll flip on them. I don't mind flipping on them. I really don't. So, anyway, so we swap, and I got to meet Dylan and Tyson, which, by the way, they are amazing people. Oh my god, I love them so much, and I don't get how anyone can dislike them. But I think that's also why, in my head, they're kind of a threat. I'm not going to target them, of course, because they're really cool, and I want to work at them moving forward. But I also know how much of a threat they can be, and I'm not, like, I know for a fact that, like, they're smart. They're not going to be stupid. They're not going to be blinded by pure loyalty, like Wrath, for example. Wrath is a very loyal individual, and he in OG Slytherin, like, he will die for anyone there, and that's my thing. I will not do that. If I have to jump ship to save myself, I will. I can connect with anybody and anyone at any time, and I'm not afraid to go ahead and cut somebody off if I have to. If they're sinking, I'll cut them off. I really could care less. So as of right now, I am in a good spot, but here's the thing. If my tribe was tribal, I am going to be a little bit iffy, because like I said, I swapped with Memo, but I also swapped with Max, Gary, and Matthew. Wait, Max, Gary, Matthew, yeah. And all three of them left Johnny on the other side, which I'll get to their tribal here in a second. But on my tribe, with the swap, my problem is that if we go, I think I'm going to have to vote out either Gary or Matthew. And I don't want to do either, because they're both loyal to me, and I really don't think either of them are going to be liabilities to me. I don't know, because, like, I haven't got to meet AJ as well, but I also want to give him a chance, because I think that he's very well connected, and I kind of need to have those connections. I don't need to be making enemies, and I feel like if we just go for Hufflepuff, it won't, because, like, I've talked to Johnny, I've talked with Max, and both of them have said that they're not really close with Gary or Matthew. So for me, it's kind of like they can go. It's not going to harm my game at all, but I would prefer not to, just because I know that I have my back. But sacrifices have to be made. I'm gonna have to make a choice, and I really think that I don't want to say that them going isn't gonna harm my game, but it really isn't gonna harm my game if they go, because I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have Dylan and I'm gonna have Tyson as my new allies, and they're extremely against the Gryffindors. Like, Tyson is a Gryffindor and he's against Dex, and Tyson is against Aaron and Dex. So the Gryffindors are gonna get decimated. I won't lie with you. The Gryffindors are getting decimated, and because of that, I kind of want to keep them in the game. Not only for that, but I also know that the Ravenclaws, that is something that, like, me and the Slytherin have. Like, the Slither Claws, we call ourselves the Slither Claws. We are working together. Like, we have an idol, but we're telling them we don't have the idol yet. But we're kind of playing them, but at the same time we're working together to try and get an idol together. So we have an idol, Slytherins have an idol, but we're working with this other we're working with the Ravenclaws to get us an idol. So we have an idol already, but we're gonna go work for another one, and that way we know where the other idol is. I kind of want to work with Matthew on the side and see if I can help them get their idol, because I think they have around like 300 points. And maybe if my tribe can get 100 more points, I can get an idol shard. And then we can see about them getting an idol shard or something. I'm not sure, because we need 3 in order to make an idol. So I think we would need 100 from each tribe, but I'm not sure where we would go for, because if we can get close with Tyson, this is kind of like my thoughts now. If me, Max, and Tyson can get close, and if we all pitch in 100, we can make a 3rd idol from either Gryffindor camp or from Hufflepuff camp. I like that idea. And now it's like working in my brain. I'm like, yeah, this could work, but I'm not sure yet, because we haven't had. Slytherins already used all our coins to make our idol, so that might be an issue. I mean, I would work with Ravenclaws on the side, but I feel like them working with my other Slytherin, I'm gonna need something like disconnected from them, and you know what I mean. So if we can't do anything with the Gryffindors, maybe I could get something on with, it would have to be, Gryffindor and Hufflepuff, because Ravenclaw is obviously working with Slytherin, so. Anyways. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my roommates. Like, they're popping something. I don't know. I think they're popping, like, package things. But anyways, so that's kind of the current situation with my tribe. Now let's talk about their tribe. Their tribe's a fucking mess, okay? You've got Johnny, Dex, Aaron, and, like, those are the 3 most problematic people for that tribe. And they're all together. Like, quite literally, you have Dex and Aaron who hate the Hufflepuffs and me. Right? They hate all the Hufflepuffs and they hate me. And then you have Johnny who wants to get rid of Casper. And then you have, Andy who wants to get rid of fucking Ruthie. So their tribe's a fucking mess. Every single one of their names have been thrown out at this point. Like, last night it was supposed to be Casper. And then later that night I got up saying it was Johnny versus Dex. And then this morning I wake up and, like, Ruthie's name's on the table, and then there's Dex on the table, then there's Aaron blindside. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? What the fuck's going on over there? Like, if they go to tribal, they're having, like, a hell of a fucking tribal over there, and I kind of want to see how it plays out. I really hope Aaron goes home, because I think Casper's gonna be a good number. If Max doesn't want to give me an idol, then I'll work with Casper to get an idol. That is, like, my thing. I really don't trust, like, I trust Johnny, and he's the number 1 on that tribe, don't get me wrong. But I don't trust him to make an idol, because I think that he would use me. So, yeah. that's kind of their situation over there. The results are gonna be soon, so I really hope that they go ahead and finish it, and we can go ahead and see what happens. We're gonna go right into a challenge, hopefully, and then we can kind of see from there what the challenge is. But I really don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna post that. Where's Casper? Do you want to say hi? There's my pretty boy. Where are you at in this thing? That's my legs. There he is. He's a big back bitch.
Hello, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen and Casey, who is here with me today.
Hi.
We're at the beach, so that's why the confessional, you're going to get Beach Babe edition. Look at that. Ooh. And then Beach Man edition. Not as good looking, so
Take it back.
don't look at me. Anyways, this last cycle was quite interesting. We had the challenge where we couldn't talk to anyone after making the swap, which was very sucky because, well, I didn't get to talk to people like Casper or anyone like that, and, well, they are kind of get a hold of. And we lost because, well, I got 5 wands, but the rest of my tribe decided they'd rather flip coins and lose their wands and give up idol shards than try to win the challenge. So we had to go to tribal council, which sucks, but whatever, we take it. We taking L's. Big L's. Anyways, for the tribal council though, we have a new tribe. It consists of 3 Gryffindors, so that's Aaron, Pixel, and Dex. It convinces 2 Slytherin, me and Nicole, 2 Ravenclaws, Andy and Ruth, and then 2 Huffles, which is Johnny and Casper. And the vote kind of split up between 3 people. It was either between Ruth, who I was okay with at first, actually, if I'll be honest with you guys. I kind of had that name under my radar because of how inactive they were in the previous tribe. But it was Ruth, then it was Casper because, well, Casper is kind of like a middle ground shooter that no one's really spoken to because of the twist. And then we have Aaron, who should be going home tonight, simply because we caused some split drama. I know, it's crazy. It's a fun thing to explain. We're scandalous. We are scandalous. Basically, I made an alliance with Andy, and Andy's alliance consists of me, Nicole, and her, plus Ruth. Because Ruth is actually very close to her, apparently. I'm not sure how they're close because Ruth doesn't talk often. But we basically created it. It's our new alliance. It's going to be the best improved alliance. Slytherin's next edition. It's going to be, the name of the alliance is Songbirds and Snakes because of the Hunger Games.
Who came up with that?
Huh?
Who came up with it?
Andy came up with it. The artistic Ravenclaw, obviously. Come on, right? Sheesh. But yeah, so we have that alliance, and then me and Johnny started speaking a lot, and me and Johnny get along. And the original plan was to go after Casper so as to avoid making people upset because, of course, you don't want to upset people like Pixel. But then Johnny brought it up that actually Pixel doesn't even like most of his OG Gryffindor tribe. T there, I guess. And he's upset with how they voted. So we decided, you know what, fuck it. Let's go to Pixel. And if Pixel says sure, then we're going to send it and we're going to blindside Aaron. Sure enough, Pixel said sure, so now we're going to blindside Aaron. Like, we're just going to follow that. Because it protects Casper, who unfortunately did find out his name was on the block anyways, so that sucks. It's going to protect Casper, it's going to get rid of Aaron, who is someone I actually wanted to get rid of anyways, from, you know, when I first started this damn org. And then it saves Ruth, unfortunately, but we have an alliance in the process. So I think it puts me in a pretty good position. Johnny seems to think that we have this big control. Oh yeah, we also created another alliance. It's me, Andy, and Johnny. And that's the 3 houses. And we want to add Pixel to it to make 1 house representative. And it's going to be basically the big 4. Will that alliance actually shake up to become like a dominant thing during the merge? Who knows? Maybe it will. If it does, then I can keep my Slytherin pals safe somehow, and then somehow take them from Final 7 to Final 4. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? Delete them later. Well, anyways. There's a lot of stuff that happened because it's a swap and we didn't get to talk to each other. And it was a very chaotic tribal, but we should get what we want. But that's about it. This seems very superficial. I'm tired and exhausted because we're at the beach. So I guess I will leave you guys with a big view of the beach real quick, right?
Bye, guys.
Say bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, anyways, here's the beach, guys. OMG. Oh my God. Okay, bye.
Another swap happened. I'm not sure how good this swap is for me because I have Tyson with me. And I reunited with Bliss, but I cannot say that I feel good about anyone else. Vret and Nicole are on the other tribe. And then Pixel, the 2 people that I was vibing with, are also on the other tribe. Johnny is still on the other tribe, and guess I'm not reuniting with him before merge. Other than Tyson, I didn't talk to the other 3 at all, so I'm not sure what they think of me. And during this challenge, I was partnered up with Dex, and he gave me a bunch of info. He told me that the Hufflepuffs were sticking together and that Bliss was with them. Apparently, Dex and the other Gryffindors voted Bliss because they were scared of that alliance forming, but their votes weren't enough. And the next rival, the Majority Alliance, voted Hunter out. It was clear that Dex was in a bad position and he was desperate for some allies. So he decided to let me take the wands in return for having me as an ally in the future. And to be honest, I would be down for that. As Dex might seem like an unreliable ally because he just says what comes to his mind. And he's also a bit chaotic. But I like chaos. And I usually align myself with the underdogs. Another thing that happened this episode was that we had a Slytherin meeting in our common room. Vrat and Nicole were there, and Bliss joined us too. After I told them that I got the idol piece, Vrat sent me his, and told me to buy the last piece with the house points. And now I'm kinda holding a Slytherin idol because they all helped me get it, and they all know about it. I kinda don't like holding idols because that makes you a target.
You guys understand how frustrating it is?
Vrat also said
for
that
not
the
only
votes
this
between
challenge to
Aaron and
be as
Casper,
bad as
so
the
we'll
last
see
one by
who
being
gets out here.
not completely luck-based, but considering most people are coin flipping, it is luck-based. And then the person that I get paired up with, it may be someone from my original Gryffindor tribe, but guess what? He has the exact opposite time zone as me, which makes scheduling anything with him a pain. And I'm busy. I should be able to do things at my own leisure. I would like a challenge that I could do that and it's be skillful. And if I didn't have time to grind for a challenge, then that's fine. But like objectively, this challenge hurts me because I'm working on this yard sale. I'm working at work for 9 hours and I'm trying to find a balance. That's why I signed up for this work in the first place, is so I can try to find that workplace balance with orgs. And so far, it's not. I'm doing everything I can on my end to find that balance. I don't know. This is frustrating. Tyson literally was like, "Sure, you can have all 5 wands, and then you can even have the idol piece. But I want to work with you." I'm like, or I do want to work with you in the future. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And he's like, well, actually, I kind of want to take 3 of the wands, and you can have 2 of them, and we'll just do no idol piece. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then he's like, no, we haven't decided on anything yet. We got to negotiate. And I'm like, I'm agreeing to exactly what you offered. I don't understand. I don't understand whatsoever. I'm making as much time for him as I possibly did today, but today is not the day for me to like be available 24/7 exactly when he needs me to be. I'm doing my absolute best. I really truly am, and he is. I don't feel like he is. By the way, I am setting up my yard sale already tonight, and I think it's supposed to rain, but we're putting up like tarps and stuff. Everything should be fine. Yeah, there's like no concerns whatsoever. If it rains tomorrow, so be it. We probably have a few less customers, which means we're holding on to some of our inventory. But again, most everything I'm buying, I'm happy to keep. I wouldn't be buying it in the first place for the price that I am if I wasn't. So I'm excited. Really am. Really am. This is probably the safest I felt at a tribal the entire season, considering the only 2 tribals where I've not been immune are the ones where we went tried to go for Bliss, and the one right after where Hunter was voted out and I thought I was going to be a target. Considering the circumstances of Wrath being in this tribe, stuff between us had seemingly resolved, and it's going to be a straightforward vote for Ruth, who is inactive. I think Dex would have said something or have acted differently if it wasn't this way, and I have to trust that it's going to be a vote for Ruth and not for me. If I get a vote or 2, it just is what it is. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do at this point in the game. I'm fairly well liked amongst the entire tribe, and Wrath knows that's my best card. I don't know. I don't think this changes anything in terms of the fact that I still need to get rid of Wrath as soon as possible. I just know that I can't be the first cycle that we're on the same tribe together, because I don't want to receive those either. And I don't want this to try to attack a cycle where we just met lots of new people, and I'm at a minority kind of. I don't think I could get a majority. I'm not necessarily in the minority, but I don't think I could get a majority either. I'm in the middle. I'm playing in the middle just like I did in wonderous Season 6, except I feel like I'm a little bit more controlled than I was, because I feel like I'm in the driver's seat, because Dex is to some degree like a puppet, and when he is playing too hard, then I give him advice that he needs to back off, and when he's playing not hard enough, and I tell him to go for it, and he thinks that I'm a great listener and that I give great advice, but really I'm controlling of him. I think that I'm playing a stronger game than I was at this point in Wonderworks, and if I won Wonderworks, then I have to trust the process. I'm not going to just snap my fingers and win the game and deserve to win the game. I have to play a game that's worth deserving of winning, and voting out Wrath is not a good look for me. So I'm going to vote out Ruth, and it's unfortunate because we have the same time zone. That Casper is nicer than me, and I think that there will be a target at the beginning of Earth to vote out somebody from the original tribe, the very first tribe with the most number of people. I'm going to try to get that going, and I'm hoping that Casper and Johnny stay, and I'm hoping that Gary and Matt go, and yep, that's basically that. So the yard sale went well today. I made $2,300. That's pretty darn good, I have to say. So we just ordered some Mexican food. I got like the plainest Janus thing ever. I got like a chicken soft taco, a pork soft taco, and a beef soft taco. No cheese, no vegetables like the lettuce or anything. Just the meat. And I did that because the nacho cheese or whatever cheese that they use is like nacho cheese from a can at this Mexican restaurant. It's not even shredded. It's gross. It's disgusting. So I'm going to add my own shredded cheese at home. But the rest of my family who helped with the yard sale wanted Mexican, so that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully we get a challenge that's a little bit better. I swear. I just cannot catch a break, but I guess the only people that know that I'm a challenge that are Pixel and Johnny and Wrath. So we'll see what happens, I guess. I don't know.
Another good morning, Sagevivor. Welcome to the inside of my apartment building. I am walking to a friend's grad party because, you know, it's graduation weekend. My, two best friends, their grad party is this morning. Well, my best friends besides my roommates. Why am I specifying this? And then my grad party is this afternoon, which means the only way this tribal could have been timed worse was if it was tomorrow. You know, when I graduate. Because why would anything in my life be convenient? Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm really open to voting anybody here besides, Andy. I would vote, if the vote fell on, Wrath or Nicole, I'd write their name. Andy's the only one where I'm I won't write your name. Probably. Yeah, no, I'm a little pissed because Andy told me that my name was said when I've literally been trying to be as online as I can be. I would take breaks from writing my final paper yesterday to literally go online and try and talk to people. So it's not that I'm not trying. Also, it's oh rain. My grad party is supposed to be outside. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just a little annoyed that it's my name as the inactivity vote that's been tossed around when there have been a lot of other people. Yeah, there are people. Yeah. No. I'm just annoyed that it's my name when there have been other people who have been more inactive than I am. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of impressed I made it like 6 tribals without having to go to tribal council. Kind of annoyed that this is the one I'm going to. Yay! I don't know, I feel like there's more I should say, but I cannot remember what. But I'm done with my undergrad. I turned in my last paper yesterday, so I'm done. This is weird. And then I have probably a 2-year break, and then I'm going back to grad school.
Oh, what's up? Here with another video confessional. My brain is telling me that this tribal's gonna go alright. My gut's a little anxious. Like, I feel like everything's alright, but I just haven't talked to Dex much today, which is a little weird. I would have expected him to reach out to me. But I feel, and I just asked him how he was feeling, and he asked about the gamer in general, and I said both, and now he's been typing for a while. So, exciting. I'm just gonna tab away so I don't immediately see that while recording. How about that? I think the votes are on Aaron right now, which is fine with me. You know, I was a little anxious that it would just be me. I heard from Bliss that Dex and Aaron were talking shit about me during the Tribe VC right after the swap. And sorry, okay. and so like I wasn't optimistic coming into this, but I got put in alliance with Wrath and Andy, and then a larger group, including like Pixel and Ruth and Nicole, and I feel decent about that group. If they get me through this vote, I think I can work with them moving forward, not just here, but in the future. Fingers crossed, though. I still think Dex has yet to actually send any messages in DMs. So, no idea. Maybe I shouldn't have poked the bear and have just left it open. Well, we'll see how it goes. You know, I think I'll be fine, but I've been more surprised to leave before than I would be today. So I'll put it there. And he sent me a message. So, wish me luck. Hopefully I'll be fine.
Hello, Sagevivor. Dex here with his little confessional. So, as you know, we got tribal, and this tribal is a very interesting tribal, might I say. Well, this tribal, it's between Casper, for what I heard, and Ruth, who I've never met, who's just very like quiet-ish to me. Now, you know, it's kind of hard to like really do this vote because, like I said, due to the challenge, we weren't able to DM or talk to each other like one-on-one privately, so I really didn't get a chance to like really connect with Ruth. Now, the only reason why Ruth's name is out there is because Wrath like brought it up to me. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. And, like, I don't know her, so I have no problem doing it. Now it's all about preserving, because I refuse to play from the bottom. Like, despite everything that Casper and Johnny really did on the OG Potter's tribe, I refuse to play more so from like the bottom, because I know they both really want to work with me and it's shown that, but like I feel like I'm really buying, like me and Aaron literally talked about it, like we're biding our time right now because like it was just so and I refuse. I just can't. I'm trying to like take a seat back, but I can't let Casper go. Like, not right now. Just to get rid of Gary and Co. And that's where like I'm at right now. So I'm gonna vote for Ruth because I need Casper and I really like Casper. I really want to work with Casper, and I can't see another one of my allies go out the way I did. Just like let it happen. So that's like really the scramble. Let's go scramble-ish that's going around. So right now, we have the votes to do it. Like, is whether or not like Wrath wants to really go against his OG. I mean, he don't really care about tribal lines really, but it's all about like really what he wants to do. Because for simple fact, obviously me, Aaron, Johnny, and Casper would vote for Ruth, and 5 would be majority on the tribe of 9 since Raph's idea, which he has no problem like going against his tribe, his old tribe, which I applaud him for. He said he's gonna do it. Hello, Sagevivor. It is the middle of the fucking night, and Dex is here making a fucking video confessional. Why? Because he can't sleep. But, anyways, so let's talk about this. My new tribe goes to. We wound up losing poorly, a score of 22-13. We go on to tribal council. Now it's kind of like a wrench in things right now because due to the, I guess, per the rules of this challenge, we weren't able to DM our new tribe mates, so we just have to go off based on like tribe chats and what we was talking about on the VCs, without really ever talk like one-on-one. But I got really close. I felt like I got really close with Wrath. Wrath is very nice. Like, I really enjoy talking to Wrath. So, it's something there. But I don't see. I'm not saying that Wrath would be like something I would do long term, but like, excuse me. I feel like I would have to do something about that later on. Hold on real quick. So for me, I just feel like when we're talking about as far as like a vote, we were thinking Ruth. So says Wrath, he threw out Ruth's name to me. I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. I don't really talk to her. She doesn't seem active. Now, that's exactly why he wants to go after her. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Who do you think you can get on with that? Get on board with that. Raph tells me he can get himself and Nicole. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Casper and Johnny will really vote together. And I'm like, I know me and Aaron would definitely vote together because Aaron's my number 1 at this point. And I don't really trust. To be fair, after that stunt that Casper and Johnny made me pull on Hunter, I'm kind of like wary about them, so I'm like really biding my time. But I can use, as long as they want to keep me in the game, fine. They become useful. Also, I also just would like to point out that hopefully, maybe somewhere along down the line, I want Aaron. Well, Aaron is my closest ally in the game that I have in the game, and Pixel just showed me all the reasons why I want to take his ass out. Like, dude, what the fuck? You was talking like mad shit about us behind our back because you avoided travel so damn long. Like, damn, you a flip flop like that, Pixel. But the plan is to vote Ruth, and hopefully it should be a simple, straightforward vote.
Okay, so it's a little late, but I'm gonna whisper into my phone about some things that have been happening today. So, I've been pretty busy today, like pretty awfully busy, but, I was able to, like this morning, I was able to, right? I want to make sure. Checking when did he send that message? Was it yesterday? I'm so confused. Hello? Anyway, but, so I was working with Nicole for the challenge. I got 5 wands and the idol piece. So I'm like, okay, Nicole, sure. If you want to give me it, go for it. And of course we won immunity, so that's like perfect. Like any way I can just not go to treble would be perfect. So far it's just me and Blueberry, I think, who haven't gone to treble yet, which is awesome. Because all the tribes besides Ravenclaw went to immunity at least once, or went to tribal at least once, and then during the swap tribe, it was Max and Kathy who went to tribal, and then this new one now, Ruth and Andy, have gotten to tribal. So that's just me and Blueberry. So that's super cool. I was talking to Max, and so he told me really interesting things about his like the Kathy votes and the Hunter votes, which are really interesting. He basically said how like the Gryffindors were overplaying and that they were targeting Bliss, but then he flipped onto Kathy in the last second to prevent a 5-5, which I'm like, I personally understand. But then he was talking about how he was paired with the Ruthie for this past challenge, and like Ruthie seemed really mad, so I'm like, oh, that's not good. Hopefully everything works out though. And if things don't work out, hopefully it's against Max and it's against Ruthie instead of against me, because like we don't want to become the crossfire now, do we? But anyway, I'm being a little loud, but okay. So that was really interesting, and then so I still have this idle piece, and then me and Nicole were planning on going to the Great Hall. And so now I'm in the Great Hall, and she's like, give it to Blueberry. And I'm like, I mean, sure, I can. I'm just curious why. She hasn't responded yet, but I haven't checked yet. But she could have responded by now. But I was like, sure, but I thought you wanted it. But like, I mean, I could definitely give it to Blueberry. I'm just curious what's happening. Because, I mean, we are at 150 points right now, and so I was asking about, like, could we buy idle pieces and then make an idol? So if I have an idle piece right now, and we buy an idle piece, then if maybe Blueberry has an idle piece, and that's why Nicole wants, like, Blueberry to have the idle piece, is so that he can make an idol, but like, why would she want him to have the idol and not her, or whoever she's working with? Because I don't know who she's working with, because she says like, okay, I'm being told that you need to give the shard to Blueberry, and I'm like, Nicole, what are you doing? You're just acting as a messenger. Who are you messaging for? Like, I'm not just gonna do whatever just because I'm gonna be down. Like, sure, like, I'll go along with the plan. I just need to know, like, what's happening, you know? And then, winning immunity is nice. I think I talked about that. And then, I was talking to, Blueberry, or I guess Dylan, too. So I was like, Dylan, like, I'm so glad to be on the same swap tribe together. I was just saying that I really do not care. I don't really have a deep connection with basically anybody, like, at all. So, to be honest, most of, like, my deepest relationship, I think, right now is with definitely Blueberry and Max. I mean, it helps I've been with them the longest, but I actually talk game with Max, which is good, because I don't really talk game with anybody else. And, me and Blueberry share a lot of similar interests and stuff. And we talk a little bit of games, so that's good, but I was talking to Blueberry, and he was like, because like I said, I was talking to Dylan. I was like, so glad to be with you, and whatever. He says, yeah, I'm super glad to be with you and Blueberry as well. So I'm like, okay, I guess he likes Blueberry, which I think they were on for the one challenge, for the Spot the Difference challenge, they were working together, but they, I think, bonded a little bit there. But then I was like talking to Blueberry about it. It's like, hey, he mentioned your name, he still likes you and stuff, and he's like, you know, I like Dylan, we bonded over that, but like, he seems really friendly, and I think he would be friendly with everybody. And I'm like, yeah, you're definitely right. And like, to be honest, like, looking at Dylan, he definitely does seem like just a bigger threat. Like, to be completely honest, like, I don't really want to target him immediately because it does seem kind of unfair if I just target him for being friendly. But like, I don't really have a close connection with him, And so when you don't have that deep, close connection, you really like. It's really easy for me to just look at the way he's talking, like objectively, and say like he's playing very nice, and he's being very nice, and like and just overall friendly and like sociable, which is like good for him. But like, since I don't have that deep connection, like, since I don't know he's working with me, or I have no reason to believe that he would want to work with me, like he's just posing social threat to me. And like it's the final 18, it's the final 17. Like I don't want to like target someone this early just because of their quote unquote a big threat, because that's stupid. But and just setting up myself for failure. But like I definitely need to keep my eye on him because I think he can definitely cautiously, but I definitely think he can pull some strings with people if he finds the right people, and so I need to be just wary of him, you know? But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But things have actually started picking up today with the idle piece and like whatever's happening with Max, because he's actually been to Tribal, so like there's stuff has been happening. But yeah, I just wanted to step in and say hi and stuff.
And that was a long episode with lots of yapping and lots of tea, but we love to see it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Aaron did get blindsided during this vote. He did not see that coming whatsoever. Unfortunate for Aaron. He did play a good game, and thank you for playing with us, Aaron. It was fun to watch, but then we will continue with the aftermath of what happens here and see who goes to Tribal next time on Sagevivor. Thank you guys again so much. Smash that like button for me if you have not already, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!